Get out. This is my son's house. Patricia yelled, throwing my clothes down the stairs. Her face was red with anger. I've put up with you for 5 years, but enough is enough. Pack your things and leave. I stood at the bottom of the stairs, calm as I watched my mother-in-law's tantrum. My soft cashmere sweater, Michael's Christmas gift, landed at my feet, followed by my favorite jeans. This is my house too, I said quietly, picking up my clothes. Michael and I bought it together. Patricia laughed, sharp and cruel. Oh, sweetie, is that what you think? Michael bought this house before he met you. You're just here because he lets you stay. I knew that wasn't true. I had all the paperwork to prove it, but I didn't argue. Instead, I carefully folded my clothes and placed them in my bag. My name is Emma Davis. I'm 32 years old, and today my mother-in-law was kicking me out of my own home while my husband was away on a medical mission in Guatemala. Michael, a skilled surgeon, had left 2 weeks ago. Patricia had moved in, claiming she wanted to help while he was gone. From the start, I had a bad feeling about it. Patricia never liked me. She thought Michael deserved someone better than a high school art teacher, but this throwing me out was a new low. I already called Michael, Patricia said smugly, walking down the stairs. He agrees you should leave. He wanted to tell you for months, but he's too nice. I stopped packing and looked at her. Patricia was a skilled liar. She loved to manipulate people. But something was off this time. Her hands were shaking slightly, her eyes nervous. Really? I asked. That's funny because the satellite phone at Michael's camp has been down for 3 days. I got an email about it this morning. For a split second, Patricia froze. Then she quickly recovered. He called before that, obviously. I've been planning this for a while. I didn't believe her. Something had scared her. Then I remembered, yesterday, I had been organizing Michael's office. This is about the papers you were looking for, isn't it? Patricia's face went pale. I don't know what you're talking about. I was just tidying up. Right? I said, zipping my bag. That's why you search every drawer and folder. Because you were tidying. A few months ago, I had installed a small security camera in Michael's office. Every time Patricia visited, things seemed out of place. Michael thought I was being paranoid, but I wanted proof. You had no right to spy on me, she shouted. This is exactly why you need to leave. You're paranoid and unstable. Michael will be better off without you. I slung my bag over my shoulder and grabbed my laptop and a small box of watercolors. Michael's gift from Florence. I'll be back for the rest of my things later. Don't bother. Patricia snapped. I'll change the locks. And don't try to contact Michael. I'll tell him who you really are. I glanced back at her, standing in my foyer with a victorious smile. But in the mirror behind her, I saw something important. The small USB drive I had left on the side table, labeled security footage. Goodbye, Patricia, I said softly. See you soon. As I drove away, I smiled. Patricia thought she had won. She had no idea I had been preparing for this moment for years. I pulled into the Golden Grove Hotel, where I had booked a room yesterday after catching Patricia snooping in Michael's office. She had been searching for something important, muttering about those damn papers. In my hotel room, I opened my laptop and accessed my cloud storage. Years of dealing with Patricia had taught me to be prepared. Every important document, every bank statement, every legal paper, safe and backed up. I watched the security footage. There she was, digging through Michael's office, frustration growing as she failed to find what she wanted. Of course, she didn't find it. The documents weren't in the office at all. I picked up my phone and called my lawyer. Hey, David, I said. Remember that plan we talked about? It's time. Patricia finally made her move, he asked. Yes, she kicked me out today, saying Michael wanted me gone. And the documents she was looking for. I smiled, thinking of the safe deposit box where I had hidden them. Still secure. She has no idea. Good, David said. Give me 24 hours. And Emma, get some rest. The next few weeks are going to be interesting. I lay back on the bed, staring at the ceiling. Patricia thought she had won, but she had just walked into my trap. Sometimes the best revenge is letting your enemy think they've won, until they realize they've lost everything. The next morning, I woke up to 17 missed calls from Patricia and a flood of frantic text messages. My favorite was the last one. The USB drive is missing. What did you do with it? I didn't reply. Instead, I drove to a local cafe to meet Sarah, Michael's sister. Unlike her mother, Sarah had never been fooled by Patricia's tricks. She did what? Sarah gasped when I told her about being kicked out. That's crazy, even for Mom. What was she looking for in Michael's office? I stirred my coffee. I think she finally realized the truth about the trust. Sarah's eyes widened. You mean? Yes. The one your grandmother left for Michael. The one Patricia has been trying to control for years. 5 years ago, at my wedding, Michael's grandmother had pulled me aside. She had told me about the trust, nearly $2 million set aside for Michael. But she also warned me about Patricia. Patricia thinks I don't know, she had said, but she's been trying to get Michael to sign it over to her for years. Promise me you'll protect it. I had promised, and I had kept that promise even after Grandma Rose passed away. Mom's been obsessed with that trust since Grandma died, Sarah sighed. She keeps insisting there are papers that give her access. There aren't, I said. I was there when Grandma updated the trust before she passed. She made me co-trustee alongside Michael. Patricia can never touch it. Sarah smirked. No wonder Mom hates you. But why now? Because the trust becomes fully accessible next month on Michael's 35th birthday. She's running out of time. I pulled out my phone and showed Sarah the security footage of Patricia tearing through Michael's office. She's going to tell Michael you were spying on her, Sarah warned. I know. That's why I have emails from both Michael and our insurance company approving the security system. After that break-in last year, remember? Sarah laughed. You think of everything, don't you? I have to. Your mom's been trying to get rid of me since day one. Just then, another message from Patricia popped up. I've spoken to a lawyer. You have no right to those security cameras. Remove them immediately. I showed it to Sarah. She rolled her eyes. Classic Mom. Always bluffing. So what's your next move? I smiled. Actually, I need your help. How's your acting? 2 hours later, Sarah rang Patricia's doorbell while I waited in the car. Her phone was connected to mine so I could hear everything. Sarah, Patricia sounded surprised. What are you doing here? Mom, what did you do? Sarah's voice was sharp, full of concern. Emma called me in tears. She said you threw her out. Oh, honey, I had to, Patricia said sweetly. She's been acting strange, installing cameras, going through Michael's things. I'm worried about her mental state. Really? Sarah said. Because I talked to Michael yesterday, his satellite phone is working again. He was confused about why Emma wasn't answering at home. Silence. Then Patricia said, That's impossible. The phone's been down. No, they fixed it 3 days ago. Mom, why were you in Michael's office? I wasn't. Emma's lying. She has video footage, Mom. What were you looking for? Another long pause. Then Patricia's voice turned cold. That little gold digger has no right to control your brother's trust. I'm his mother. I know what's best for him. The trust? Sarah asked, acting surprised. What trust? Don't play dumb. The one Grandma left for Michael. $2 million, and that art teacher gets to control half of it. Mom, Sarah said slowly, how do you know how much is in the trust? Those details are private. Patricia hesitated. I just assumed. Did you go through Grandma's papers before she died? Is that why you were searching Michael's office? Get out, Patricia snapped. You and Emma are always accusing me. Get out of my house. It's not your house, Mom, Sarah said, and I recorded this entire conversation. A door slammed. A minute later, Sarah got back in my car, grinning. Got it all, she said, holding up her phone. I saved the recording to my cloud storage, along with the security footage and the trust documents Patricia had been so desperate to find. What now? Sarah asked. Now we wait, I said. She's going to get desperate. She'll probably tell Michael I'm stealing from him or having an affair. She might even try to forge documents. And you're just going to let her? I thought about the years of evidence I had collected, every lie, every threat, every shady move Patricia had made. Sometimes, I said, you have to let people dig their own graves. The next 3 weeks went exactly as I expected. Patricia got more desperate, trying to ruin my reputation. She posted online about her troubled daughter-in-law, sent emails to Michael's coworkers claiming I was unstable, and even hired a private investigator to follow me. What she didn't know was that every move she made was just more proof against her. Then, 1 week before Michael was supposed to come home, she made her biggest mistake. Early in the morning, my phone rang. It was David. "She did it," he said. "Patricia just tried to submit fake documents to the trust administrator." I sat up in bed, instantly awake. "Let me guess. She forged Grandma Rose's signature, making it look like she gave her control." "Even better," David replied. "She forged Michael's signature, claiming he signed everything over to her before leaving for Guatemala. But she didn't realize the trust requires in-person verification." I smiled. Perfect. Time to end this. 3 hours later, I walked into David's office. Patricia was already there with her lawyer. She looked smug until Sarah walked in behind me. "What is this?" Patricia snapped. "I'm here to discuss the trust, not have a family meeting." "Oh, this is definitely about family," I said, opening my laptop. "Specifically, how you tried to steal from your own son." Patricia's lawyer frowned. "Be careful with your accusations." "They're not accusations," David said, handing out documents. "It's all here, 5 years of evidence, starting with Patricia trying to access the trust without permission, leading up to the fake documents she submitted this morning." Patricia's face went pale as she flipped through the papers. These are lies." "Really?" I said. Then I clicked play on my laptop. Her own voice filled the room. "That little gold digger has no right to control your brother's trust. I'm his mother." I looked at her. "That's you confessing to Sarah, along with security footage of you searching Michael's office, your threatening emails to me, and of course, the fake documents you submitted." Patricia turned to her lawyer, looking panicked. "They can't use these recordings. I didn't give permission." David spoke up. "In this state, we only need one person's consent. And as you'll see on page 12, you signed an agreement allowing the security cameras 3 months ago." Patricia's hands shook. "What do you want?" she whispered. I met her eyes. 3 things. 1, you will remove your name from all of Michael's accounts. 2, you will sign a legal document saying you will never interfere with the trust again. And 3, I paused, letting the weight of my words sink in. You will tell Michael the truth when he gets back. All of it. And if I don't? She asked. Sarah finally spoke. Then we go to the police, Mom. The fraud, the forgery, everything. Patricia's eyes filled with tears, real ones this time. You'd send your own mother to jail. Sarah's voice was calm. You tried to steal $2 million from your own son. What did you think was going to happen? 2 days later, I moved back into my house. Patricia had left without a word, taking her things and her schemes with her. I spent the next few days undoing the damage she had done, putting back pictures she had taken down, and fixing up my art studio. When Michael finally came home, tanned and tired from his trip, Patricia was waiting at the airport with us. The moment he saw her face, he knew something was wrong. Mom, he asked, what's going on? Patricia looked at me, then at Sarah, before finally meeting her son's eyes. I need to tell you something, she said quietly, about what I did while you were gone. That night, after she had confessed and left in tears, Michael and I sat together in our living room. He shook his head in disbelief. I can't believe she tried to steal from us, he said. All these years, I thought you were just being paranoid about her. I knew you needed to see it for yourself, I said. That's why I documented everything. He pulled me close. Grandma was right about you, you know. The day before our wedding, she told me you were stronger than anyone realized, that you protect our family better than I ever could. I thought about Grandma Rose. Her final gift to us wasn't just the trust, but the warning about Patricia, the wisdom to be prepared. Michael continued. She told me something else too. She said sometimes the strongest people don't fight back right away. They wait, they watch, and they win. I smiled, remembering Patricia's face when she realized how badly she had lost. Your grandmother was a wise woman, I said. Michael kissed my forehead. And so was my wife. Looking around our peaceful home, I felt a deep sense of victory. Patricia had underestimated me, thinking I was just another person she could control. Instead, she learned a lesson she would never forget. Sometimes, the quietest person in the room is the one